Welcome to this explainer. Today, host B and I are tackling something universally understood by absolutely anyone who's ever had to negotiate with a tiny dictator. I mean, a child. I am so ready for this. We've all been there, usually involving a stepped-on Lego or a completely cold cup of coffee. Exactly. Today, we're diving into a system called SayDo. It's a literal lifesaver for those incredibly hard parenting moments. You know the ones. Those intense seconds where your kid is just losing it, pushing every single boundary, and your exhausted brain just goes totally, utterly blank. Okay, picture this. Screen time is over, but they are absolutely refusing to hand over the tablet. What do? Oh man, the panic sets in. Whether a toddler is hurling food across the kitchen, or a teenager is suddenly talking back with zero toddler logic to blame it on, or you're locked in an epic bedtime bottle. In those moments, it's incredibly easy to overreact, just give in, or completely freeze up.
Right. And let's be real, you don't need a theoretical 45-minute psychology lecture while your kid is screaming for the iPad. You just need immediate, practical help.
Which brings us to Section 1, the SayDo solution. Practical scripts for the exact moment you need them. So here's how this brilliantly solves that blank mind panic we just talked about. SayDo is built on two core pillars. First, what to say, meaning the exact words to use in the heat of the moment. And second, what to do, the immediate next physical action you need to take.
It perfectly pairs the verbal with the physical. It doesn't just vaguely tell you to be patient. Come on, we all know that doesn't help when you're stressed. It hands you the literal words to speak and the exact next step to de-escalate the whole situation. It completely strips away the guesswork.
Let's look at a real-world example. Say your 7-year-old is refusing to do their homework. The SayDo script gives you these exact words. I know homework feels frustrating right now. You do not have to like it, but we are going to start with 5 minutes. I will sit nearby while you begin.
Notice how brilliantly specific that is. It validates their frustration without dropping your expectation. That is a total game changer compared to generic advice like, just set a boundary. It gives you the actual, literal words to use.
Of course, words alone aren't always enough, right? That's where the what to do have comes in. For that same homework scenario, your physical actions are to sit close, reduce distractions, set a short timer, and help them take that first small step.
And the relief here is absolutely huge. You aren't arguing about the entire math packet, you're just focusing on starting. Having these physical steps ready prevents you from getting sucked into a massive argument over a single worksheet.
Moving on to Section 2, scripts for every style, adapting the response to the parent you want to be. Because look, not every parent communicates the exact same way. Most of us know the kind of parent we genuinely want to be, but hitting that mark when tensions are high, that's tough. SayDo actually adapts across 4 distinct styles: gentle, firm, balanced, and traditional.
And what's really fascinating here is how it helps each style avoid their own specific trap. If you're a gentle parent, SayDo helps you validate emotion while keeping the boundary, keeping you out of the trap of over-explaining or endless negotiating. If you're firm, it gives you clear authority without yelling or escalating. Balanced combines warmth and structure so you don't accidentally ignore limits. And traditional maintains high expectations with calm language, completely avoiding anger, fear, or shame.
Let's see this in practice. Here's a gentle style script for that tablet battle we mentioned earlier. It says, I know it is hard to stop when you are having fun. You can be upset, and the tablet still needs to turn off now. I absolutely love this one. The what to do step here is staying calm, giving one clear instruction, and helping them physically transition. It perfectly honors the kid's big feelings, but it firmly holds the line. You aren't asking for permission to take the tablet, which is such a nuanced and impressive balance to strike. Now contrast that with a firm style script for when a child is talking back after being told to clean up. It reads, you may be upset, but you may not speak to me that way. Try again respectfully, then clean up your things.
The tone there is definitely different. It's super clear and direct. The action step is to pause the conversation, require a respectful restart, and follow through. It gives the parent complete authority. But notice, there are absolutely no threats, no yelling, and no harshness at all.
Section 3, solo and overwhelmed parents. Realistic support when you have no backup. Acknowledging these categories is so incredibly important. Let's be totally honest. Sometimes you have absolutely no backup and zero energy for perfect parenting. For solo parents, the scripts are stripped down to be highly realistic. Think about a solo parent dealing with a brutal bedtime battle.
Exactly. A solo parent script might be something like, I know you want more time and I am tired too. Bedtime is still happening. The what to do is to lower the energy in the room, stop negotiating, and just move through the routine one single step at a time. It removes all that complex advice that requires way more time and energy than a solo parent actually has in the tank.
And then there are those moments where you are just completely, utterly overwhelmed. You aren't trying to follow a specific style. You're literally just trying not to cry or lose control. The overwhelmed script gives you the bare minimum. I am going to stay calm. You are safe. We will talk when your body is calmer. The action step here is simply stop explaining, keep the child safe, breathe, and wait. The goal is just stabilization. It allows the parent to catch their breath so they can respond instead of reacting. Honestly, just knowing you have permission to do this is a huge relief.
Section 4. Your custom SayDo prompt. How to get exactly what you need.
All right, this is where we pivot to the practical application. You can use a super simple formula to get SayDo to generate the exact response you need for your unique situation at home. Step 1, detail your child's age and the situation, like what happened and what they actually did. Step 2, ask for help knowing exactly what to say and what to do. Step 3, state your preferred parenting style from the ones we just discussed.
It's a really straightforward three-step formula. And the absolutely crucial point here is that the more specific you are with your input, the more highly useful the SayDo response is going to be for you.
Here is a concrete example of what that prompt looks like in action. My child is 5. She screams when screen time is over. I want help knowing exactly what to say and what to do. Please adapt to a balanced style. See how seamlessly that brings together the age, the specific meltdown trigger, and the desired parenting style? You can swap the variables out for anything. My 13-year-old keeps whining. Give me a firm script. Or, I'm a solo parent and my 7-year-old keeps getting out of bed. It literally works for everything.
Now, I want to deliver a very reassuring truth derived directly from the source material. SayDo is not about perfect parenting. Not at all. It is entirely about feeling prepared. The whole goal of this explainer, and of the tool itself, is to simply help parents respond instead of react in the moments that matter most. It's about taking a breath and knowing you actually have a plan.
And what's so great is how this system grows right alongside your family. A toddler throwing food is a completely different ballgame from a 13-year-old whining, or preparing an 18-year-old to leave home. The situations are constantly changing, from toddlerhood right up to young adulthood. SayDo provides practical words and actions for every single new stage as your child develops.
So, to summarize the core value of this tool, if you don't know what to say, SayDo gives you words. And if you don't know what to do, SayDo gives you the exact next step.
It's really that simple. By pairing the words with the actions and adapting them to who you are as a parent, it builds confidence, clarity, and connection. You simply don't have to freeze up anymore.
Which brings us to our final thought for today's explainer. If the right words and the right next step could change your toughest parenting moment today, what would your SayDo prompt be? It's a really great question to reflect on. Think about your most recent parenting hurdle. Fill in those blanks for your child's age, the situation, and your style. We hope this explainer has given you the tools to handle those tough moments with absolute confidence. Thanks for joining us.